Hello, YouTube. Thought I'd drop you a line. For those of you that celebrate it, happy holidays. I know that for some people that do celebrate it, Christmas is coming up. Thought I'd at least try. I might try to make one for New Year's, but we'll have to see how that goes. There's not really much to say except that I'm not on my period yet, but I'm pretty damn sure that it's messing with my sugar. Instead of going up, it's been going down. And I don't mean dangerously down, but nonetheless down. Like low. It shouldn't be low. But it is what it is. That's what happens usually. Periods and sugar don't mix. In fact, they hate each other. So this is why it's doing that. I'm due to get it possibly this next week. But the app is never right anyway. And yeah, I'm still engaged, yes. He's in New York currently. Wanna know why? Work. They were gonna make him go last week, the whole week. He wished it had stayed that way because now he has to stay up there for the next 4 days. He left today because he has to work tomorrow and then until Christmas Eve. And Christmas Eve he has to come back. But because it's a divided holiday for me and him, well, mostly him. Yeah, because his family still isn't exactly gung-ho about our lovely relationship, he spends half of it with them and then half of it with me. Thanksgiving was our holiday because she went somewhere else. New Year's is mine because it doesn't matter, that's just how it is, but she said Christmas is non-negotiable. Even though I never stopped him to begin with. Yeah, I got burned. Don't worry, it healed. But this is my point on how I don't heal normal. It took a long time for this to happen, and it should have not taken that long, but it did. The only reason I'm also making this now is because, one, I'm alone. That doesn't happen all the time. And two is every time I try to start a video, I'm always needed for something. Or someone calls me. I know my fiance isn't going to call because he's still trying to get in the hotel, possibly. I didn't want him to go, but he had to go. In May, we're going to go somewhere. I'm not going to say where because I'm not sure I can. I'm going to see if I can. I'm going to ask first, at least. All I can say is it's only going to be for 5 days. And his cousin George invited us. First time that my fiance's ever said yes to his invitations. Because he's always inviting us to go somewhere for his birthday. Because his birthday's in May. And he wants to go somewhere. And I'm like, I'm not going to go without my fiance. And because he works, that's why he didn't go. He decided he wanted to go this year, which is quite the insane, I think. But I'm happy. He took off. He didn't take off for that yet, but he did take off for the 30th, 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd. And yeah, I know how ridiculous that sounds on the 1st and the 2nd. The 1st I would get. The only reason is because his job likes to stiff him over. So he decided to just take the 4 days off. He asked for it. And now he has them. I might be with him. I'm not sure. I'm trying to spend time here too. It's going to be hard because I really want to get out of this place for a while. Only problem is that my boys will have to go with me, my birds. And I need a break. And it's not like I'm not around them. I'm the one that's around them 24/7 squawking. But the queen insists that, oh, well, I need a break too. They're always so noisy. I'm like, so what? One, they're only 6 months old. And two is, I'd rather them be happy than to be depressed. With birds, you can never tell if they're happy or not, but with these two, you can, because they're always happy and talking and all that. So I don't really give a crap what she thinks on that one. They're gonna squawk, and that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, they talk a little, I think, but not very legible. But the point is that those boys are happy. As a bird owner, it's the only thing you can hope for when it comes to parakeets. That they're happy. And that they're comfortable with their surroundings. And they like being around you, of course. Okay. Will you make up your mind, dog? I'm also puppy setting. Well, he's not a puppy, but to me he's a puppy because he's small. Chuck, be nice. Go back to sleep. Mom will be home soon. Yeah, he's almost 15. Pretty old, but he needs watching. Which is why sometimes it's hard to go anywhere. He needs 24/7 care. With the boys, I'm going to have to take them with me if I go anywhere. If I leave next Friday, which is definitely going to be a thing, I definitely have to be... What in the frag? You know what? I'm not going to worry about that. That's outside. They'll have to go with me. I don't care if they got to go with me. They got to go. They got to go. I don't know what I'm getting. I know that I got my fiance's gifts already. I hid them well, and I don't know what he got me. Oh, you know how hard it was not to look? Yeah. I had access to his phone yesterday. He came over and he slept over, but then left early this morning. I had total access to the phone. Do you think I looked? Took tons and tons of restraint, but no, I did not look. Did I want to look? Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Chill out, dude. It's just outside. Yeah, I wanted to look so badly, but staying surprised, not a thing for me, but I did it for the hell of it for him. I miss him already. Yeah, I know, you're probably thinking, well, you just saw him. Well, you know, that's the first time I've seen him all week. He was trying to come over the entire week, but every job he had would push him further away from here and closer to him. So there was no way in Pittsburgh I was going to see him anytime soon, and I only got yesterday to see him. And then he had to he rallied out the door early. Yeah, I'm happy that I got to see him and spend time with him, but it's not easy. Sometimes it sucks to be the one that has to be always away from each other. Our relationship, as I always tell him, 90% him working. Only like 15, if I'm lucky, 20% of us being together. I barely get that. Because I'm always responsible for this place, and I can never do what I want. I mean, she says, oh yeah, you can do what I want, and you can leave, and she doesn't mean it. My queen has too many issues for me to be away for too long. I only get 3 days at most. And even then, it's a struggle. Pardon me. If you notice the pause, I'm sorry. I had to take care of something. The thing is that I'm not saying my relationship is perfect, but I am going to say that the fact that he's always gone is not easy on me. He's always working or doing something, and I get that that's his life, but it's never going to be mine because I'm not in it. My life's here. And yes, I know I shouldn't say it that way, but it's the truth. I'm hardly around, I'm hardly present, and I fight to be present in his life very much, and I feel like I'm always failing at it. But the dumb part is, it's not even my fault that I'm failing at it. It's his, because he's always too busy doing this and too busy doing that. And he sees what I go through around here. I run around like a crazy loon trying to do everything around here to make sure that my queen is comfortable, happy, and a lot less angry. But it doesn't work out that way. I'm not trying to make this video so depressing, but I am gonna say that it is what it is. My relationship is 4 years old right now, gonna be 5 this year coming. And my engagement will be a year old this year coming. Do we have plans on our marriage? No. Do we know when it's gonna happen? No. I mean, technically I still can't legally marry at the moment, but at the same time, I'm gonna be, if I live with him for more than 7 years, I get to be his common law. But we both discussed that if there's a time where I won't need what I have and he can afford it, we will get actually married. Just not right now. Right now, he makes a good amount of money, yes, but not to support both of us, no. He takes care of me pretty well, and that's all I can ask for. But because I don't want to be no one's burden, that's why I have what I have. And I suck because I don't like it. I sacrifice so much for it. It's not easy. They zero in on your weaknesses, and that's what exactly gets me to keep it. My weakness. I can't do math. I'm lousy with direction. I'm lousy sense of direction. Take your pick. I'm not a perfect person, and I'm okay with that, but some things should be a lot easier for me. No, they're not. They're not. What I will say is that I don't live a horrible one. I live a good one. It's hard, though, but it's good. I hope you guys do have a good Christmas. I'm sorry if my video is all over the place. It didn't mean it to be. And I hope you guys have a good New Year. In case I don't get to the video, I'm gonna try because, yeah, it's my last video of the year and all that. I do want to try for that. I will. Don't worry. I don't know what I'm getting from my fiance. He said he got me 2 things. I can only imagine that one of them is a case for the tablito. I need a new one after a long time. I don't know what the other thing is. Could be an upgrade to this or something, because this one, as much as I love my lovely ring, too big on me. I need something that fits. But don't think I'm gonna give this thing up. It's going on this hand to replace this thing, because this thing is older than tar. So that's what I'm gonna do. But not now. We'll see when that happens. I don't even know what he got me. I know what I got him. I'm not gonna say it, because in case he's nosy enough to watch this video, which he always sometimes is, I don't even know. I don't know why he watches what I make. I'm glad he does and I don't. but I don't think it's necessary. If you want to know how I feel, talk to me. That's all you got to do. Ask me. I'll answer you. I'll even answer you honestly. And I'll say what I feel. Usually an open book when it comes to that. I've been playing my games as of late. Dreamlight Valley, I have to get back into. I got the newest update. I don't know if there's another one, but I keep hearing there is. Yada yada. I gotta figure that out. But I definitely can't wait to get into the other one. I actually got to see Snow White in this one. Shocker, I know. And I've also been playing Plants vs. Zombies, but only the slot machines, so that way I can open up the slots more, because, yeah, sometimes it's better to have more than you need, you know? I'm trying to utilize my PC a lot more. The trip I'm going on, I wanted to take it with me, but I carry too much. Because I have a huge fan for it, and yeah, I know. It's not supposed to overheat, but it did one time, and I will insist on never letting that happen again. So that fan is crucial. I always keep it with me. And I also have a drive now that is 1 terabyte big, so that way because the stupid, what was that stupid drive called? One something? The point is, that drive is so dumb. It filled up, and now I can't. It's saying my computer's full, even though it's not. It really isn't. I also have a USB hub thingy, a little thingy, because the fan needs to be plugged in, but so does the drive, so does a mouse, and also my controller, because I usually use an Xbox controller to play other games. I also have a PlayStation 4 controller that I put to the PC, but I don't use it that often. And I also have a Wii remote that I put to the PC because some of my games are Wii related. So I carry a lot with me when I carry that laptop. And yes, I know, it's probably the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen, but I'll never be without nothing. So that's why it's always necessary. That's why I do it. But I cut back. My go-tos that are coming with me is the Switch OLED, which I've had for like nearly 2 years now. My next birthday, it'll be 2 years. The 3DS XL, the new 3DS XL, which will never leave my hip. And my tablet. Where I'm going, I'm going to need the entertainment. I'm not saying that where I'm going is boring, but going to the destination, now that requires a lot to do. I would love to tell you, but I can't tell you until I actually get permission from my fiance. I'm going to ask him first before I say where I'm going. And it's not for a while, but I'm glad, because oddly enough, my fiance's birthday is in May, but that's at the end of May, and so's our engagement. The day of our engagement, that's at the end of May as well, because our engagement was the day after his birthday. So it'll be a year by then. Won't that be great? I love who I'm with, but it's not perfect. No. I have to deal with a lot of radio silence, which I'm doing now, because earlier he said he'd call, but he never did, and it's okay. I'm not even gonna stress. I hate when he does that, but I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not like some people I know that go crazy over radio silence. I learned to live with it. I learned how to cope by keeping myself very well distracted. And that's what I'm gonna do. That's one. Two is, I'm gonna watch I don't know what series to watch, but I've been having a playlist, a bucket list of what to watch, and I haven't started it yet, because every time I want to, I'm like half asleep. Yeah, the Trulicity sometimes does cause fatigue, so Sometimes I'm a little tired than normal. Anyway, I'm going to see about starting something later. We'll have to see. And as far as gaming goes, I'm in between the Switch, the PlayStation 4, and the Xbox One X. No, S. Xbox One S. Only reason I said X is because he left his Xbox One X here. No, I'm not going to use it. Only because it doesn't have the Game Pass anyway, so it doesn't make sense for me to use it. He said it also doesn't make sense to get it because then if you want to keep it, it's a lot of money. Although he usually gets the cheaper one. I actually have Stardew Valley for the Xbox One S. And I'm dying to use it, but I don't know if I want to yet. I know there's an update coming out. I just don't know for when it's going to come out because we need it. I'm a Switch user through and through by and by. So that's why I wanted to do it for that, because that's where I got it from for the first time. I never had a physical copy until not too long ago. And it's for the Xbox One S. And it's the collector's edition. I even got the soundtrack that goes with it. Ain't that something? I actually love the fact that that game is really good. I can't wait to see what the update looks like. And the Haunted Chocolatier is supposed to be the next game after that one. Or when they finish, whatever, I don't know. I want to see that one. I heard it was really good. And I said that I was going to start Sunhaven, but I never got around to it. Like I said, there's a lot of games I haven't started yet because no time. Sometimes there's just not enough. I would love to sit down and just play and watch TV or listen to music, yada yada. There's just not enough time in the day to do it all. But I do try. I'm going to see if I can watch something later and then probably play a game much later than that. I'm going to probably watch the Anne Shirley thing because Anne Shirley is one of my favorite things. Anne of Green Gables. I don't know if you heard that. It used to actually have a cartoon on PBS Kids a long time ago. Anne of Green Gables. Oh my gosh, it was my favorite. And it felt like it never got a proper ending. So, Anne Shirley is an anime. And it came out, I don't know how long ago. But I do know that the translation has been finished. So it's all 24 episodes or 26, I forget. And it's all dubbed. I want to rewatch it from the beginning and get the full effect of the whole series. But I don't know when I'm going to do that. I have a lot of stuff I want to watch and I just haven't narrowed it down. I mean, I do also have, I know I'm going to say it wrong. Sorry, trilogies, because I do always do. Go see his channel. He's still great. Naruto, whatever it's called. That I have on the list. Shippuden as well. Naruto Shippuden as well. Guess I said that wrong too. Sorry. One Piece definitely is on the list. I was gonna really do that, but I think the first few episodes isn't exactly fun. But I don't care. That's part of the series. My Hero Academia. The recently has half of it done and half of it not, so I'm gonna definitely watch that. Dragon Ball Z, I might rewatch that. It was a very good series. I've always loved it. Sailor Moon Crystal still on the list. Haven't gotten to it yet. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about it, and I forgot to watch it. Wednesday. But I heard there was going to be another part, or it already has come out. I'll watch it, don't worry. The list goes on that one. I have a ton of things on Netflix that I want to watch, and I will. But I don't know how to narrow that down either. So for now, I'm just going to I'll just see what I feel. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, I've been watching cartoons and whatnot, but, I just haven't narrowed it down to what I want to really watch. Because every time I'm about to sit down and watch, Want to know what happens to me? I'll tell you what happens to me. I get called about 10,000 times to do this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. Can you help the dog up? Oh, yeah, that's a new thing. The dog can no longer climb up, which is sad because he's old. What can you do? Anyway, he can't climb on the bed. He can jump off the bed, but he cannot climb back up. So what do? I pick him up and I put him on the bed. I'm gonna have abs of steel by the summer, and that's gonna be fun for me. Not so fun for me as well. And he goes through wee pads like nobody's business. Yeah, he goes outside, but he mostly stays inside if it's very cold and all that. So he pee-pees on the wee, and he goes through them like a freaking martyr. Good grief, that dog. And as much as I love him, yeah. Most of the time I'm doing that or helping my queen, which doesn't ever end. And then by the time I have time to sit down and eat or do anything, I want to go to sleep. Yeah, you can ask my fiance. Every time he comes over, he does on Sundays. And I tell him every time I go over to his house, let's leave early so I can actually get stuff done and we can just hang out for the rest of the day. It doesn't work out that way, ever. But when he comes over, I'm running around like a crazy loon doing everything because on Sunday it's garbage day because tomorrow, by that very day, I have to actually get the garbage out the door. And that's what I do. I gather everything about 3 times, including the fridge stuff, and out the door it goes. And then I put the garbage bags back. And then I have to make sure she eats something. I gotta make sure I eat something. And I make sure my fiance eats something. And then by the time I sit down to see how he's doing, it's time for him to go. Yeah, because he has work. Sometimes he gets to stay over, sometimes he doesn't. And it's been horrible because that's just how it is. I mean, I don't just sit still around here. Sometimes I have the luxury of sleeping in and sitting still, yada yada, being lazy. But no. Most of the time, I'm running around like a damn chicken with its head cut off. And that's pretty much how it is all the time. Yeah. And yet, everyone thinks I'm lazy. I feel like she doesn't think I do enough. And I do try so hard. But it's just never enough. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be. I hate taking care of my queen, and I need a break. So my summer, the littlest vacation ever, is going to be the only vacation I'll get, and the only time I'll get a break. But even then, just because I get out of the state or town or whatever, don't mean it goes away. That's what I tell my fiance when I'm with him. I'm saying, he says, all I do is sleep when I'm over there. You want to know why that is? Do you see what I do around here? Can you honestly blame me? The only time I get to relax, go to sleep or whatever, is when I'm at his house. Because I'm so damn tired around here. Sometimes I get to sleep around here, yes. But to let my guard down and stop running around for 5 minutes, that's over there. I don't get that here. I mean, I do, but then I'm wrong for it. Because if something, like she needs me, or she's feeling sick, or something goes terribly wrong, and I'm asleep, do you know how bad that is? That's why I'm so stressed out. And I can't help that. I can't be 24/7 guard, I know, but this is why I only rest when I'm out at my fiance's. And it's sad because it shouldn't be that way. I should be awake, I should be present, I should be able to run around and all that. No, it's not that simple. I mean, he hates when I fall asleep. He hates when I'm doing that's all I do sometimes when I'm around him. But I tell him I can't help that. He has to realize something. I don't just sit down. I'm lazy most of the time, and if I am, good for me. Because that's all I do. All I do is take care of this house, take care of her. I'm not saying I do everything, but I do the majority of everything. So yeah, If I'm tired, I'm tired. And I hope this vacation gives me some clarity and some time. But I highly doubt that either one is going to be good. Because even if I go away for a while, it doesn't solve the problem. It just gives me distance from it. And even then, I still don't have it. Because I'm worried the whole time. The first thing she said, oh, well, now I have to watch the boys. You don't do anything for them, but look in on them. If you hear them from here, and I'm in her room, yeah, that's what she was complaining about. But that's what they're going to do. She's got to stop that. They're going to squawk. They're going to squeal. They're going to do what they want to do. That's just how birds are. And they're happy. They're doing that because they're happy. They're not doing that because they're sad or depressed. They're happy. And I have to leave them when I go. And I'm glad. I need that. She's not happy, but I don't care. I'm not going to be gone that long. I'm never gone for too long. It's the one thing I never do. I never stay out of town for too long or go to my fiance's for too long, even though I'm dying to just get away for a while and give myself some long, well-earned, deserved distance from this. And I know I earned it. I don't do it for brownie points. I do it because I need the time that I don't have. I'm sorry for the ramble. All I know is that I try so very hard to be productive and useful to people. But when it comes down to it, I'm tired of it, really. I mean, by the time I sit down to watch TV or play a game, I'm too tired. And he doesn't understand that, but it's the truth. I am just so damn tired. And then, of course, when I'm playing, when I'm doing what I have to do when it comes to my games and stuff, I still get tired. I just want to relax and not worry about anything for a while, and I don't get the luxury. And even though I'm away, where's the luxury at? Yeah, I know. I'm rambling and I'm making a video long. I am so sorry. Just this time I had a lot on my mind. This is what happens when you self-reflect for too long. Well, I also watched some Grinch movies. I didn't watch the 2018 one, I guess that's that one. I only like the old ones from 1966 or 64, and I also like the 94 one, which is the same thing, I guess. I'm not sure, I guess it's different. But I also love the one with Jim Carrey. Oh my gosh. That was the best one. I keep hearing there's a one that's called How the Grinch Saved Christmas. I'm sure that's a fake out, but who knows. Oh, that's my thing for my 3DS. I usually put it in my hair so that way I don't lose it. And it works because I never lose it. It's right here. But anyway, we decided we can adopt. It's not that I don't want to have my own child. He's just deathly afraid of losing me to it. He won't even go forward with it like that. And it's not that he doesn't want kids with me. And it's not that I don't want to have them. I can more than enough have them. But because of my advanced age, it would be a problem, people would say. Even though I've seen people at 47, 50 and all that have kids naturally. But no, that's not me. I know. Never is. As far as my endometriosis, I'm doing fine with it because I'm on birth control. I'm doing great with that. great enough that I actually can do it if I really wanted to. I would have to start on vitamins about 3 months before I start trying to conceive. Temporarily go on metformin for my diabetes, even though my diabetes is fine. It's not 100% perfect, but to make sure it stays rounded, I would have to temporarily go on metformin. The Queen didn't want that, but it's not that bad. When I have the kid, which I'm not going to breastfeed, no, I'm not. If I had the kid and I'm not breastfeeding, I would go straight back to Trulicity and I would still be fine on the birth control. That was the goal and that was the plan, but my fiance had other ideas. He's so scared and nervous about things, and I get it. It's my first time for me too, but I'm tired of waiting. And do you know how short a time span I have? I mean, a lot of people can have kids well into their 60s, 70s, and all that, but I'm not one of those. I'm different, and I don't think the time frame is good for me. I mean, if I have now, I should do now, not later. But it is what it is. I'll just adopt. Won't be so bad. I just hope he'll love the baby as much as he would love our own. Not now. Because of the instability right now, I can't even start the process. I'm in between two places. That wouldn't be fair to my child if I adopt. For me to be in between both places, I need to be in one spot. Me and my fiance have to get more stable with each other before we can do the adoption thing. And it's not that we're not stable. It's that he works like crazy. And it can't just be on me to do everything. He needs a 9-to-5 job and not what he has right now, even though what he has right now is definitely a lot good because of the money. But at least he did agree to it. We might end up trying, but I don't know. The only reason he won't is because it's not because he doesn't want to. He does. He just wants to make sure we're okay first, and we are okay. But I haven't moved in yet still. When that happens, it's probably when we'll start to try or things get better. I know they'll get better. I mean, it's going to be a lonely process because he'll be working. So what? The Queen doesn't like that. She likes that I'm here, and then if he's working, he's working. I just want us to be near each other, and I can't have that. If we get a house, I want us to at least be in close proximity so that I can actually walk back and forth if I have to, you know? That's all I ever wanted, for us to all be together. Not, if we can't be in the same house, at least the same proximity. That's all I ever wanted. I hope for that, at least in the future. But we'll have to see how that goes. I heard about Lamar Wilson. I hope that I'm not the last. I'm probably the last one to know about that. I'm so sorry for his family's loss, and I'm so sorry for the people that knew him well that are suffering from the whole thing. He was a great person. Watched him for years. He was funny, he was sweet, he was crazy, but I loved his videos. And I'm sad that I had to find out this late in the game. But it is what it is. My goal was to meet him one day, and I never got to it. Not because I didn't want to, but because I thought he was just too out of my reach, like, as a person and whatnot, because he's one of those that lived in LA and all that. He was pretty much out of the solar system for me. I always wanted to be a friend and whatnot to him. I mean, because he was really one of those people that I would love to have known at least once in my lifetime. I hate that that happened. That is what it is, right? Anyway, I know I'm running this video way too long. Sorry. I just have way too much to say this time, too. It's probably a bunch of nonsense to you guys, but at least you know what's going on in my head right now, right? I'm gonna say Happy New Year in case I don't catch you. I'm gonna try, though. I'm gonna try my hardest. That's my last video for the 225. I wanna do that. And I want to say Merry Christmas if you guys celebrated. Happy holidays to those who really celebrate it. And please, if you don't gotta go out, don't go out. Stay warm. Stay indoors. Watch movies. Play games. Don't go crazy. And appreciate people that you love and keep them all close by. You just never know when things can change. I'm not saying it to be morbid. I'm just saying things change like crazy in the blink of an eye. Just watch out for each other, stay warm, and have a good holiday. And thanks for everything. I appreciate you all for taking the time to watch me, and I'm sorry this video is as long as it is, but I did have a lot to say for once. And it's probably a ramble, but at least you know. Thanks again, and I hope to actually see you before the new year, and I hope that you guys have a great one. Bye, YouTube. Thanks again. And may Lamar Wilson rest in peace, and I hope to his family and friends that they heal well and know that he was loved by a lot of people, and that I hope he knew that. A lot of people loved and cared for him. No matter what happened, nothing will ever change his legacy that he's left behind, or anything for that matter. The people he touched will always keep him in his heart and keep him in memory. He'll always be in mine. See you, YouTube. Sorry. Bye.